Hello guys, this is Elson one more time, and today we're going to learn I think two or three formulas that we can use in order to take advantages of some of the most recent features that we have in Google Sheets, well, in all the Google documents, and especially features that has to do much with API integrations, especially Google Translate. So we're going to do something really interesting here. Let me just go ahead and show you some of these features. We will start with one that we can use with Google API. Let me just grab a couple of phrases that I have here. Okay, let's take this one. I just want to be able to copy and paste really fast so that you guys have some examples there. So what am I trying to do here? What I'm trying to do? Okay, so I want to be able to translate this to a couple of languages. All right. So for that, we will need a couple of formulas. The very first formula that I want to use it is called Google Translate. But before that, I want to use the detect language formula, which is part of the features that I was talking to you guys about. So let's type in detect language. For that, we need two parameters. The first one is the language phrase that we're trying to basically detect, and for this I think it's only one. I'm sorry, I don't know why I say two parameters. I was thinking about the Google Translate, but this is the one just to detect the language. And as you can see right now here, you are now able to detect the language that you're using there. So if I say something here like wir sind hier gerade Kumpel. Wir sind hier gerade Kumpel. That should say that that's actually the most broken German that you can ever hear. I mean, so let's see. So as you can see here, now it says German. And if we say buenos días, ¿cómo están todos? This should be translated to Spanish or buongiorno. Buongiorno. Bambini. Perché no? Como alle. This is formal. So this should come up with Spanish, Italian, and French. Let's see. Let's just drag this down, and I think here we will have some other local codes. These are called local codes. They will give you two letters, code that you can use in order for you to be able to translate to a specific language. So right now the languages are being detected. That's totally great. So let's try the other thing. I think the one that I was mentioning first is the Google Translate. In this one we'll use two parameters. Okay, the first one is the origin text, I'll call, and then the target text, I might call that. The origin will be the one that is in the language that we know, or the language that we don't know, if it's the other cases or the other case around. And then we will use the second parameter, which will be the target text, the text that I want to translate to the first one. So with that being said, let me just quickly do something here that I think I will use later on. I want to be able to save these values here, probably as values only, because maybe we can play with it so that we can make some translations there. You'll see what we'll do with this. So now that we got that, let's go ahead and do the second formula. which is the Google Translate. Okay, so for the Google Translate, you simply put Google Translate. Make sure you type that properly. You open the parentheses and you will add, in this case, this is B2, right? So let's add B2. Then we will leave the text language there because that's the language that I really would like to translate, you know. So once I have that done, well, in this case, I want to be able to translate. This is interesting because I'm trying to do. Yeah, but that should be the way. I get the text, then I detect the text. So this will give me the chance to know what language is this that I'm translating, and then I need to use, this will be actually a third planner. This one will give me the chance to be able to choose, any of the codes that I have on the right side. That's all. Let's translate this to Spanish, which is ES. I think this should be the way. Let's see. So now this thing will go to Spanish, just as simple as that. So let me just chapter this. We have the text that we will use, right? Then with that text, we know that this is English by using the text language formula, and then I will use a code that I want to be able to use so that I can translate. So that formula is actually quite good and it's working. But what if we don't have any, let's say I don't have any type of text on this side. I will see errors in here like this one, you see, because this parameter should not be empty. So in the case that you have errors, you can use the regular if error function, which is something that comes with Excel or all the spreadsheets that you have around. I just put, I don't know, in this case, let's put just 2 little dashes there just to make sure we cover that, so that's pretty much what is happening. If I put something here, parabéns pela casa, and now we will be able to understand. Actually, it did detect the language, but I don't know why they say parabéns. Oh, maybe because this is an N, I think. Parabéns pela casa. Now it's better. I was putting that wrong long time right in Portuguese. So we do have the Spanish here. So what I want to do last, just to finish playing around with this, I want to be able to add something here. I think, let me actually remember, how do you do that? I think it's in data. You can create some sort of data validation, they call, So list from a range, this is the one. So let's take this little sucker here, right? F1 to F5 or something, yeah. And drop down list and cell. So that's it. That's all that we need. So now I have all the codes here. I can even hide this if you want to be more fancy, in terms of what do you want to show in the screen. So we can be a little bit fancy and say, select your target language or something like this, right? And when you got that there, of course you can always just, make this thing look more beautiful, perhaps just by using a standard formatting for this, like using borders and stuff like that. We can definitely or certainly use, in here some sort of colors for background. so that it kind of look different. And oops, I don't think this one matched just right there, but we were just trying to show something here. So let's see if we can use this for both. And maybe here we can have a fancy little color. You can play around with this the way you want, you know. This is just an example of what I'm trying to achieve here, and you can do your own thing later on today or whenever you have time. So let's put something quite simple as this. And so what I want to do, I want to be able to choose in between all of these codes, and based on that I want to be able to switch, you know, or change the translations that I have here. So how do we do that? So instead of placing the code manually here, you know, all that I need to do right now is just make sure I erase this one to start, and then I choose this one. C2 will be my refer, and I think I have to lock this in order for me to run the rest of the formula, otherwise it would be a mess. But let me just check just in case. There you go, you see? So now this thing is just running everywhere. So I need to find a way to lock this. Oh god, how do you do that in Mac? Because I know how to do it in Windows, but I think it's like this. I'm not sure, but I'll try. You know, I think it's like that. And these are things that you can learn by just experiencing what is happening. So this is, oh yeah, because I needed to, oh god, what happened with the, I kind of thought I placed that thing right there. I remember writing this stuff here. If I had an error, basically I'm just gonna kind of, you know, put something there so that they know that there is no translation or anything. I remember placing this too. That's just something might have happened. Maybe I erased this or something. But anyways, we just place it back and drag this little sucker down again, and there we will be able just to switch that, and that looks kind of funny now. Let's pass it to Dutch. So you see everything is translated now to German. Let's pass it to French. This one will remain French because it's French, and Italian. There you go. You see it's actually working pretty nicely. Of course you can do something way better than this little crappy interface that I just put together for you to quickly show you how to use this new function. This is what I got for you guys today. I certainly hope you like it, and I will see you around in the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, that's really important. Just give the thumbs up, and I will continue to put more tips for you in this channel. So I see you in the next time.